Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you how I make money using bet spreads. Okay, before I get started, I want to give a big thank you to you guys, my audience, for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you, and let's get started. First off, let's talk about Bankroll. Okay, this is super important. Now, what I recommend is at least 250 units. Okay, now most of you freak out when I say that, but think about it, guys. You need capital to make money. Okay, you can't go in with $300-400 and expect to make thousands of dollars. Now, it can happen. Yes, you can get lucky. All right, you're out with your friends, you have a bankroll of $300-400, and you hit it big one night. But I promise you, it's not sustainable. Okay, you won't do that every night. Okay, so if you want to do this long term, you need a good bankroll. Okay, minimum 250 units. If you can, I would recommend 500 units. Okay, now what does this mean? If you have a bankroll of 500 units, okay, that means, for example, if you have $500 as your bankroll, you would have to place $1 bets. Okay, not that much money. This is why having a good capital, a good bankroll is super important. I'm going to use myself as an example. Okay, number one, determine what unit size you're comfortable with. Okay, what is your unit size? Some people's unit size is $25, $50, $100. Okay, now let's take me as an example. Like I said, okay, me personally, I use $100 units. Okay, I'm super comfortable using $100 units. Next step is to set a stop loss, okay, for your unit size. So I use $100 units and I set a stop loss of -10. Okay, so if I go down 10 of these bad boys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm done for that day. Okay, -10 units would be -$1,000. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna come back another day. That is my stop loss. I'm not going to chase my losses. I'm not going to do any of that. So determine your unit size, set a stop loss. Okay, mine is $100 units. My stop loss is -10. You're going to take your normal unit size, okay, and this will be your level 3 bet. Okay, so my $100 units is my level 3 bet. Now what I'm going to do is take that $100 units and break it down. Okay, in this case, I've broke it down into 4. $100 divided by 4 is $25. Okay, which brings me down to my level 2 bet, $25 unit bets. Okay, so I took my $100 units, broke it down to make it a level 2 bet of $25 units. Now you're going to do the same thing. It'll depend what unit size you use. So level 3 bet is $100 units. Level 2 bets are $25 units. Now I'm going to break it down one more time. Okay, I'm going to take the $25 units and break it down into 5 this time, which would give me $5 units. And no, I'm not embarrassed to play $5 units, $10 units. And I recommend you not being embarrassed either. Let me tell you something. By the way, this is the level 1 bet. Okay, so just to recap, my level 1 bets are $5 units, level 2 bets are $25 units, and my level 3 bet is $100 units, my normal betting unit. So let me tell you why you shouldn't be embarrassed playing $5 units. I've had nights where I haven't gotten past this first level. I've gotten to level 2, but then I jump back to level 1, which I'll explain in a second. And my win target is $500, okay, $400 or $500 for the day. That is my win target. And I've made that on some nights, not every night obviously, with just my level 1 and level 2 bets. I didn't even need to get to my level 3 $100 unit size bets. Okay, that is why you shouldn't be embarrassed playing $5 units, $10 units. It doesn't matter as long as you hit your win target. That is what matters. Okay, so just to recap, level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay, you're going to take your normal unit size, break it down into 3 levels. Okay, which this is just an example that I'm showing you for myself. Now, obviously, you need some solid strategies to go with this. Okay, so like I said, bankroll is important. You need to break down your unit size. That's number 2. And number 3, you need to have some good bet selections. All right, you need some proper strategies or methods, systems, whatever you like to call them. You need 5 or 6 solid strategies to follow. That is what I do. Bet selection is important, obviously. So when I'm betting, I will start on my level 1. Okay, now since I'm comfortable betting $100 units, how do you think I feel playing $5 units? I'm not sweating at all. Right? I'm comfortable playing $100 units. That's my normal unit size. So what do you think I feel playing $5 units? No sweating. I'm just comfortable. Okay, this is why I break them down. This is why I use bet spreads. I'll start off with level 1 bets. Since these are $5 bets and they're my level 1 bet, I can be more aggressive with my bet selection on level 1. Okay, what's an aggressive bet selection? Grand Martingale. Grand Martingale is super aggressive. You double your bet and you add a unit on top of the doubled bet. So here is an example of how my level 1 would look like. $5. Okay, if I lose, I'd go to $15, 3 units. If I lose, I'd go to 7 units, $35. And if I lose that, I would go to 15 units here, which is $75. So 5, 15, 35, 75. Okay, that is my level 1 bet. Now, let's say I'm having a rough day. I lose all 4 of my level 1 bets. Okay, so in total, how much would I lose? That would be minus 26. I'd be down 26 units. 26 $5 units. Okay, which would make it how much? $130. All right, so I've gone through my level 1 bet. I've lost all 4, let's say, for example. I'm down 130 units. Now, here's where the bet spread comes in, okay? Would you guys rather grind back and chase your 26 units that you're down? $5 26 units? Or would you rather be down 5 units? Which one would you pick? Minus 26 or minus 5? Obviously, minus 5 is easier to grind back than minus 26, correct? So this is what brings me to my level 2 bet. I'm down $130. If I were to make 5 units of $25, that would get me $125, which would make me down only one $5 unit, which would be $5. Does that make sense? Okay, so instead of chasing the minus 26 units that I'm down, I'm only going to set a goal of a plus 5 units on my level 2. Okay, if I get to a plus 5, I'm only down $5. Do you see what I mean? Because it's obviously easier to win 5 units rather than 26 units. 26 units is pretty difficult. Okay, I always tell you guys, the longer you play, the more chance you have to lose. Okay, you don't want to play that long. And even at my level 2 bet, remember how I said I'm comfortable with my $100 unit size? So even at the $25 level, I'm not too worried. It's different than the level 1, yes, but I'm still not that worried, okay? I need to get the plus 5 here. Now, let's say I'm having a really bad day. My bad luck continues, which does happen some days. This is why I recommend setting a stop loss. Let's say, oh, by the way, let me mention, do you remember how my level 1 was, my bet selection was aggressive? Grand Martingale. So I'm gonna take it down a notch when it comes to the $25 units. So I'm not gonna be as aggressive. So what I've done here is I've done a +1, -1. Okay, so my $25 units, my level 2 bets would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously with the +1, -1, let's say you win on the third bet, you would move 1 over. Okay, you would move 1 down. If you lose, you go up to the next level. If you win, you come back down. So not super aggressive. It's still a progression, but not the Grand Martingale. Okay, since we're on level 2, so we have to take it down a notch. All right. So I need to hit my +5 on my level 2 to be down only $5. Okay, because right now we're down $130 once we've missed on our level 4. Okay, let's say our bad day continues. Okay, we're not having the greatest of nights. Okay, so let's say we lose. We lose all 4 of our level 2 bets this time. Okay, which would make it 10 units. 4, 7, 9, 10. 10 units of $25 is how much? $250. Okay, so right now I would be down $250 plus the $130 here, which makes it a grand total of -$380. I'm down. Okay, now this is if I'm having a really bad day. So this is why bet spreads are important, okay? Because you can't have days like this. And instead of martingaleing your whole bankroll away, this gives you more opportunity. It gives you a chance to make a comeback, all right? And withstand the downswings of the game. This is why bankroll is important. If you guys don't have proper bankroll, proper money management, how are you gonna survive the downswings of the game? You're not gonna win every day. It's impossible. So getting back to the our losses, let's say we lose level 1, we lose level 2, we're down a total of $380. Now I would move up to my level 3. And this is why I broke down my units. This is why I used the bet spread. I normally use $100 units. Remember, I said that in the beginning. Okay? So since we're down $380, let's just round it up to 400. How many units would that be? So that would make me down 4 units of my normal sized bet. Okay, since I use $100 units, I'm down 4 black chips right now. Okay? Do you see how the bet spread works? If I just started right away with my $100 units, I would be down a whole lot more than $380. Do you see how that works? I would be down significantly more. But since I used the bet spread, I have a chance to make a comeback. A +4 is not that hard to get to. Okay, I can get to a +4 using my strategies. All right, so I would make this even more conservative. This bet selection, once I get back to my normal unit size, I would probably do an Oscar's grind. Now, since I'm down 4 units, what did I say in the beginning? What was my stop loss? -10, right? So since I'm at -4 units black chips, how many chips do I have to play with, guys? 6. I have 6 black chips to play with before I reach my stop loss and call it a day. Okay, so I could use these 6 chips. I could do a variety of, well, two different ways. I would either do a +1 -1, so my first bet would be $100 and then 200 and then 300. Okay, hoping I don't lose 3 in a row again. Or I would do an Oscar's grind until I get to my stop loss. So I'd continue betting $100 units until I win. Obviously watching my stop loss. If I get to -10, I'm done anyway. But I'm gonna keep betting $100 units, and then I'll add a unit once I hit a win. Okay? Keeping in mind that if I hit -10, I'm done for the day. Let's say I have a really bad day, and it does happen once in a while, probably once a month or twice a month in my experience. Okay, remember, this is my example. This is just an example I'm using. let's say I'm having a horrendous day. I go through level 1, I lose, I go through level 2, you know, I flip-flop, but then I lose, and then I go to level 3, you know, I lose that as well. Horrible day, okay? Just nothing is going my way. So in total, I'm down $1,000, which is my personal stop loss, okay? I'm down $1,000. I'm getting up, I'm walking away. Okay, it was not my day. I'll come back another time and continue. Okay, I do not chase my losses. I recommend you don't chase them either. Okay, I recommend not chasing your losses, because you guys shouldn't get caught up in the moment of having a bad day. All right, you have to look at it week by week, month by month. I've had days like this sometimes. Okay, it doesn't happen all the time. All right, most of the time I hit my win target because I set a low win target. Okay, remember how I said my win target is $400 or $500 a day in Baccarat, that is? So most of the time I hit that. If I'm down, I'll come back the next day, win, and I'm only down half of that money. So I go by month. When I complete the month and when the next month starts, I look at my Baccarat balance, and I'm in the plus. That's why I'm not worried about being about losing one day. Okay, that's why I set a stop loss. I know how much I could play, and I know how much to get to. Okay, you have to set these numbers for yourself, or you're just going to be playing blindly. You're going to be playing emotional. I don't care. I act the same way when I'm up $400 or $500 for the day, and I act the same way when I hit my stop loss. It doesn't matter. I treat it as a business, okay? You have to have the right capital, you have to have the right bet selection, you have to have the right money management, okay? Make this a business. Don't play for fun. This is not fun. If you want, well, it can be if you're out with your friends, but I treat it like a business, okay? Do you see how I break down my unit size into bet spreads, giving myself more opportunity, more of a chance to withstand the downswings? Okay, give yourself the same opportunity instead of blowing your whole bankroll on a Martingale, okay? Look, I implemented the Martingale in my bet selection. It's not all Martingale, but my lowest level is a Grand Martingale. Why? Because it's $5 units. I could be more risky. I'm not affected that much with $5 units. This is the advantage of using bet spreads. Okay? Another thing, don't bring your entire bankroll. When I say bankroll, you don't bring the entire bankroll to the casino. Okay? You think poker players do that, or traders? They have a certain percentage they use for the day or week or month, and once they hit that, they stop. They don't blow their whole bankroll in one day. Okay? You're not supposed to do that. Okay, I use $100 units. I have a certain bankroll, and I use a percentage of that bankroll per day. So for me, you guys know my stop loss is $1,000 for the day. Okay, it's not my entire bankroll, obviously, right? But that is my stop loss. You guys are doing Martingale, blowing your whole bankroll, and then you have to restart. What is the point of that? Treat this like a business, okay? So I hope you guys understand the bet spreads. Take your unit size, the one you're comfortable with, okay? I don't want you to be sweat. If you're sweating, if you're worried, if you have fear, it's not the right unit size, okay? Figure out your unit size. Have a great bankroll. I know we all don't have great bankrolls, okay? But you could slowly build your way to it. This is the problem. You guys want big money fast. You can't do that. You have to build your bankroll, okay? So figure out your unit size that you're comfortable with. Break it down into level 2. Break it down one more time into level 1 and start here, okay? So once you break this down, trust me, you won't be sweating at level 1. This is why you could do the Grand Martingale, and then you could do a +1, -1 on level 2, and then you could be super conservative with your normal unit size bets, okay? And this is just an example. You could use any sort of bet selection you want. You could break it down, you know, into 4 or 5, depending on, like I said, your bankroll. Okay, everybody's different. This is why this is a complex question when I'm getting emails about money management and bankroll. It's very complex. So I hope this helped you guys. This is how I play. I use bet spreads. I give myself a chance to withstand downswings. All right, I set a stop loss. I don't get emotional. I treat this like a business. Okay, let me know in the comments below what your unit size is. Okay, let me know what kind of bet selection you plan on doing with level 1, 2, and 3, and let me know what strategy you use. Okay, hopefully you use one of my strategies. All right, so there you have it, my how to make money using bet spreads video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new or haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. All right, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.